Hey everyone, we're here today to talk about a common struggle for students, time wasters, and our strategies for managing them. We all catch ourselves scrolling on TikTok or Insta, supposedly for just 5 minutes, trying to multitask, or generally procrastinating. There are many time wasters, but what matters is how we handle them. The thing is, most advice we receive is to just become better at time management. And while this is true, it is also misleading. It turns out that the rigid schedules and strict routines that we are told to follow might be part of the problem.
Student Amanda Jones, similar to you and I, did this TED Talk on the issues with time management. She argues that obsessing over how we spend our time in the day can make us feel burned out, less creative, and even stressed. Ever experienced this? Blocking out your day only to lose to Netflix? Well, Jones also states that forcing yourself to fit to your schedule is backwards. Success is not about cramming more tasks in, but about prioritizing what matters. Checking boxes is pointless if what you do isn't meaningful. Instead, try to break your routine into small, manageable portions and do things timely so you aren't left feeling stuck.
Now, let's talk about procrastination, the ultimate time waster. It's common but killer. Research by Eckert and Associates argue that procrastination isn't simply laziness, but about emotional regulation. When we're stressed or bored when working, we avoid doing it. I know it sounds obvious, but avoiding it only creates more stress later. It's a pretty vicious cycle. Though trying harder isn't the only solution, and nor is it really a good one. Most of the time, we're not going to be able to find some deep, hidden motivation. So what's the secret? It's learning to be comfortable with discomfort. Next time you're feeling like not working, try to focus on what's causing you to feel anxious. Is it the topic? The deadline? Too many things at once? Try overcoming that feeling first, starting in small steps and making sure to reward yourself after.
Finally, we got time-efficient habits. So how do we approach time wasters in general? Start early. An article on the 10 time-efficient habits emphasizes that mornings are perfect for focus. Don't force yourself to wake up at the crack of dawn, especially if you're a night owl. Finding your personal best time to work is what matters. Even just taking time to get to class earlier in 30 minutes, sitting down, and taking some time out of your day to do some work can be helpful. Next up, we got health over hustle. Ever skip sleep or even meals to be more productive? It's such a bad idea. Your brain needs more energy, and both food and rest are necessary for this. It helps you replenish your brain and then get back to work. You feel more motivated and you have more energy to commit to your work and stuff like that. Next up, we got prioritize. Focus on what matters. Ask, is this helping me achieve my goal? If not, stop. Quit. You open messages to chat for a minute or two? Are you calling a friend? Watching a show in the background? Stop. High value and impactful work leads to gratification of these distractions. Finally, we got systems. Creating flexible routines and don't micromanage yourself. Limit social media time, save certain hours for relaxation and others for work, and give yourself some time to relax.
Now, it's hard to deny that I haven't personally struggled with these time wasters, and advice is certainly easier to give than follow. It really can be difficult to follow our plans, address our feelings, and develop good habits, especially when we're struggling with bad ones. So what we ask is only that you have the desire to change. For the longest time, I didn't, and my grades struggled. It was a challenge to start anything, and whenever I did, I found myself distracted and disappointed. It was only once I started to understand how to eliminate these time wasters that I found hope. Even just last semester, midterms were hard and work was piling up. I was struggling to fit everything in one day, making the mistakes that Jones talked about. My perfect, crammed schedule became a source of stress itself, and eventually it led to me burning out by the evening, scrolling through socials. To make it worse, I didn't know about Eckert's study, and I blamed myself for my laziness and lack of work ethic. Only now do I realize I wasn't lazy, or as lazy as I thought I was, but scared of failing and ruining my grades. But I've learned a lot since then. Instead of waking up as early as possible to start my busy and stressful day only to end up drained and miserable, I try to make small improvements. I ditched my rigid schedule of trying to wake up 5 hours before I had to, and instead only try to wake up like 45 minutes earlier. And during this time, I power off my phone and all distracting notifications, and with this, I focus on one priority task, and then reward myself afterwards by watching some YouTube or texting my friends, and once that's done, I can start more tasks and continue the cycle. So, instead of running from discomfort, I guess I learned to go along with it at my own pace.
To wrap up, managing time isn't about turning yourself into a productive machine. It's more about flexibility, overcoming emotions, and building positive habits. Next time you're planning your calendar, remember, managing your time is no different than managing your life. Do what matters, achieve your goals, focus on your health, and try to maintain a peaceful mind. If this means taking breaks, then do it. Just remember to get back to work when it matters.